where Hollywood secrets aren't safe and pop culture gets the upgrade it deserves.
You know those podcasts that think they have the inside scoop? Cute.
Well, we actually lived it.
From red carpets to casting calls, we've seen and heard it all.
And now we're spilling it. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and honestly, a little too much fun.
We're Ashley
and Marina,
two ex-industry insiders who know where the bodies are buried. Metaphorically, of course.
So grab your popcorn, keep your lawyers on speed dial, and let's get into it.
Because in Hollywood, the real drama happens off screen.
Welcome to the POPTINI Pod.
Marina, I'm so excited to be here.
Girl, episode 1, here we go. Here we go.
I feel like you and I are the people that all of our family members, all of our friends turn to, and they're like, what's going on? Give me the tea. What's really happening behind the scenes?
Oh my God, I know. Everyone's always like, what is your opinion on this and that and whatnot? And sometimes I'm like, I just don't care. I don't want to talk about it. But other times I will give you so much juicy gossip and the behind the scenes and whatnot. I'm like that person that is watching a TV show or a movie and I have to go to like the trivia section on IMDb because I want to know every little like behind the scenes like detail. Like tell me who show run this like episode, like whose mom was whose mom, like the Nepo babies, like who didn't get cast for this. Like I want to know all the goss.
100, which tells me that you're also a visual learner because I'm the person Alan will tell you, my husband, for those of you who are new, what's up? New, it's episode 1. He'll tell you after every movie, after everything, I always have to listen to every single freaking interview on that person.
Yes.
Like, we both go down rabbit holes, but just in different ways. So we both have so much to add value to this podcast. I'm so excited. So let's give the folks at home just a little snippet about who we are because we're going to dive more into our background and what makes us just have the experience, have the knowledge that we haven't heard before on podcasts kind of coming up in a big deep dive, but just a brief little snippet. What makes you the Hollywood gossip queen?
I think it's because both of us used to work in Hollywood. We love production. We love Hollywood so much. It's just a passion of ours. Like I loved running around sets and working with actors and writers and just seeing how the sauce is made. Truly. Like that was the funnest thing ever. I'll get into my like background later on in episodes.
I think that's what makes us so different, which is why we're the people that people kind of come to, is because I feel like the main question I always get is, are they really like that?
Yes.
How does it really get done behind the scenes? And I'm like, oh my gosh, the tea we could spill. Like, I feel like I'm just exploding with stories and so are you.
Yeah.
And it affects everything we watch and everything we do, which is why people still come to us, even though we both technically don't work in Hollywood. But that's what makes it so amazing because the people who still work in Hollywood, they can't give you the tea.
Also true. Very true. Do you ever do this when you're like watching an episode or a movie and you're like, that's the Warner Brothers backlot. That's the same set they used for X, Y, and Z. Like, it's just 100. Fun to like know the behind the scenes secrets.
What is POPTINI Pod anyway? We just gave you a little scoop, but also POPTINI. Marina, you came up with that fabulous name and everyone I tell is like, oh my God, POPTINI Pod.
I love it. I thought of it because I want this to be geared towards, honestly, like Gen Z and millennials, but millennials love their martinis these days. We got espresso martinis. We got dirty martinis. I prefer martinis with blue cheese stuffed olives. And when they say they don't have them, I get really sad. But I thought it was kind of a play on words of like POPTINI. We love pop culture. We are sipping on pop culture. And so that is the most appropriate name for our podcast, the POPTINI Pod.
It is so cute. And you definitely got me hooked onto the blue cheese stuffed olives. And I feel so fancy. I'm like, hi, can I have a Grey Goose dirty martini? Like, I still need to work on my, like, being cool when I order, which is something cool. I'm excited because our listeners, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are going to be ones at first who already know us. But for those who maybe know you, don't know me, maybe know me, don't know you, or just new listeners, it's funny because you will have associated me with maybe being the sweet one, you the sassy one, but I think you're going to learn as we go on that life is interchangeable, babies.
Yes.
Don't put blends. A label.
Yeah,
right?
Don't put us in a box.
Don't put us in a box, put us in a teeny.
Exactly.
Love the idea of calling our listeners the teenies. Let us know, guys. So first off, if you want to go ahead and you're already having fun with us, definitely subscribe wherever you're listening, whether it's YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It's just going to be a wild, fun ride. Our goal is to put out one episode a week, talk all your favorite pop culture, but also maybe dive into some girly topics. We also want to give you just our favorites of the week. You know, maybe it's something we're watching, something we're reading. Maybe we're going to dive into some boy issues. We got Marina on the dating scene. We got a newlywed over here. And it's just going to be so much fun. Quick snippet about me. I was a Hollywood actress and producer. I've been on a ton of sets. I also founded a voice acting studio that's still in Los Angeles. So it's just wild because like Marina, I have all these different perspectives and we both have worked with all these different people. So we could be like, psh, psh.
Yeah, truly.
And like I said, a lot of people in Hollywood, you can't ever really say what's going on because you can't burn bridges. Not that's what we're trying to do, but we do want to kind of like fill in all our people that are not in Hollywood or maybe those that are in Hollywood, because even my Hollywood friends still come to me and they're like, do you know anything? I'm like, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And you may be wondering like why listen to another pop culture podcast. It's because we have that behind the scenes inside scoop. I used to work in production on a lot of different TV shows. I worked on some of your favorite reality shows. I worked on commercials and music videos, shows that are still around right now, that are in season 13 and 14 that are happening. Wow. So I feel like we both have a great grasp on the entertainment industry, and we want to give you the hot, breaking goss news.
Yes.
And keep it fresh and fun and kind of give you guys our opinion on what's going on.
We're coming off a huge award show, if not the biggest.
My Super Bowl. Oh my God, I'm so love.
Wait, I feel like everyone in the entertainment industry is always like, this is the Super Bowl.
It is the Super Bowl. Oh my God. Forget the Super Bowl. This is it.
You are the queen of these types of award shows. Like, I feel like sometimes people are kind of just getting bored and sick of award shows. They're kind of over it. And you are like, girl, I got my teeny in hand. I have my little bingo card.
Girl, it's right here. I have it. We have it. I have a little soy sauce on it. Don't worry about that because we order in always.
Fun night in. So let's talk Anora.
Girl, I cannot believe it won Best Picture. I was shocked. Not only that, I can't believe Mikey Madison won for Best Actress, beating Demi Moore. Demi Moore was snubbed, I feel like, because I truly thought she was going to win. She's been winning every single award show up until this point, so everyone thought it was hers. I was excited to hear her speech. I feel like every speech she's given at all the award shows, SAG, Golden Globes, like all the ones that she won for has been so inspirational, talking about that she's this older woman and like winning all these awards for this performance. And I don't know if you've seen The Substance. I haven't because it's like scary movie type thing.
I haven't either.
It's not my vibe. But it's about an older woman trying to be young and wanting her youth back. And the fact that a young woman won over her is literally the plot of The Substance. So
plot twist, real life.
It was pretty wild. Like I could not believe it. I like Mikey Madison. Don't get me wrong. Did I think she deserved it? I don't know. I don't know about that part. So that's my two takes on that. I would say see Anora if you haven't. It is a really cool movie. It's about this woman who is a stripper and she falls in love with this rich billionaire, and it's kind of like his family is trying to tear them apart. So, and then you kind of figure out what happens. But and not only that, Sean Baker tied Walt Disney with the most Oscar wins in one night, which is insane. Like,
what?
That is a crazy fun fact. I was like, what? Sean Baker
I did not know that.
Directed it, created it, edited it. He won Anora and like won every single award for it. So
it's wild to be given the editor credit, like as the director, because usually it's like just too much to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty wild. And look up Sean Baker's movies. He has some really cool other movies that he's done, which is like The Florida Project.
Oh my God, I love The Florida Project. I didn't realize that was the same person.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't seen The Florida Project, this is going to be like, that's such a Hollywood type of movie because it's so indie, it's so cool, but it's literally so cool. It was all shot on an iPhone and it was shot back in the day. It's following this family who's like living out of motels and it's just wild. And it's based on a true story, I think. Don't quote me on that, but it It was amazing. I can't believe you just brought up the Florida Project.
Yeah. I feel like there's so many more that I could bring up, and now I'm like, oh, I need to IMDb him. But look him up for sure, Sean Baker.
Okay, can we talk Wicked? Because you said, Ashley, go watch their performance.
Did you watch it?
Can I tell you my reaction? So I go with a friend from work I don't even know, and we hardcore bond over Wicked. Like, we are literally holding each other's hands, and no one in the theater, we called them just losers. Like, they were losers. And I never call anyone a loser, except when you're not singing your heart out to Wicked.
Okay, wait. But what I would say is it came out that week, right? Or the week before. So it was early, and I would be pissed if people were singing along with Cynthia Erivo, because I'm there to pay for it, to hear them, not the girl next to me. Okay?
Oh my God. I feel the opposite. I feel like you should not be showing up. There were so many TikToks on this. Like, you're not allowed at the theater if you're not going to sing your heart out. I will say, just so you know, I need to set the record straight on this. That's hilarious. Is that we did not sit, like, she was whispering like in my ear, and I was like, girl, like, we have to be respectful. Like, literally but I tell her, I'm like, everyone's a freaking loser in this theater.
I was like mouthing it, but I was like, I'm not singing it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear their voices.
Yeah, that's so true. It just is such a representation. Like, I grew up a show choir kid. Like, anyone who's ever, you don't even have to be in musical theater, but anyone who's ever felt a little different, like, that is your movie. That is your musical that you grew up singing. Like, I grew up singing it on the piano with my show choir. Like, even before then, when I was, younger, because those songs are just so magical. And then for our show choir, we went to go see it in Chicago. So it was just so amazing. So that movie was, I like had chills. And when you said, go watch the performance, I literally almost cried watching it in bed again, because I had chills. Like, it's just it was so magical. I'm so glad that those ladies at least got that moment to shine, since they didn't get any awards.
Yeah, very true.
Thank God for that.
That is, so she's referring back to the intro of the Oscars. Ariana Grande performed Somewhere Over the Rainbow and started that out. Cynthia performed a song I didn't know, and then they performed Unlimited together. Right?
Oh my God, it was so
Defying Gravity.
Yeah. And obviously Cynthia Erivo just knocked everyone's socks off. And I don't know about you guys, but I was like, there is no way people can come in and be better than my Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel. And I was like, I'm never going to listen to this soundtrack. Now, who am I listening to?
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. I have a question for you. What do you feel about, because I actually do have a feeling about this, like their connection and their hands, like everyone's like, they're weirdly connected. How do you feel about their connection to each other?
I think they're just two Hollywood actresses that are incredible, who bonded on this like amazing magical movie together. They even got matching tattoos. I don't know what they are, but they have tattoos together. Yeah. I think they just have a bond. I think when you work, first of all, for people that don't know and have never worked in Hollywood, you're working at least 12-hour days with people. You see them more than your family. So it's like Monday through Friday is at least 12 hours, 12 to 14, honestly, on a movie set. So I think they just bond for life. They're like sisters.
Totally
Obviously,
agree.
They're both dating other people, but I think they're super close. And that's just how it works in Hollywood. You become very, very close.
Yeah, I did not interpret that as anything sexual. I interpreted it as like sisterhood. And I think people don't get it. People in Hollywood, we're weird. Like we're very, and I think that's what, people are like, why is just Justin Baldoni talk like this or what? Like, why is he so flowery? I'm like, I love when people who work in Hollywood can call it out. They're like, that's what we do on sets. Like, we're weird.
Yes.
We hold each other's hands. We sing to each other. We marinate on our trauma together. So I definitely felt that. Marina, fun fact. Did you know that I met Ariana Grande?
No, where?
Wait, I have another fun fact. I'm going to one up that. Did you know that I didn't need a picture, but her publicist wanted me to take a picture with her?
I love that. I love that so much. Honestly. Is this like her like Cat and Sam and Cat days? Is
you
it?
Do it. Yeah. You absolutely freaking crushed it. I'm going to pull up a picture right now. She is looking so cute. But guys, I literally didn't know her. So she had red hair. She was so cute then too. But I was at some like sort of celebrity charity thing that somehow I got into. And you would go around to their little booths and like it was just a bunch of rich kids taking pictures with everyone. And I got a pass somehow to go with my friend. And it was so funny because I was like, no, I'm good. I just need a picture.
She's like, no, please. We need it. Thank you so much.
No, I'm like, I cherish it. I'm like, this is my long lost friend.
Yeah. I know her.
And like, we grew up together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That is wild. Okay.
I loved it. Do you think award shows are here to stay?
Yeah, but here's the
for
thing.
The public.
Yeah, but I need them to be like on streaming. Like this whole live TV thing is so annoying.
Yeah, I thought the SAG Awards was fabulous.
That was nice for being on Netflix. I was like, thank you. Let's do this for everything. Like, why are we not putting Oscars on Hulu? You know what I mean? You can view it the next day, but like, I want live. Like, no one wants to watch an award show the next day. Like, you're behind the times.
I didn't even know that the SAG Awards were going on, but I was on Netflix and it said live SAG Awards. So I was like, this is where life is going.
Yeah.
This is where media is going, and everyone needs to get with the times. I was talking with someone in tech, and they were like, Ashley, this calendar year, like technology, AI, everything is going to change drastically. So I can't wait to check in with you this time next year to be like, this changed about Hollywood. This changed about the news
The AI
industry.
is going to be wild. My last little tidbit is I think the Wicked cast slayed the outfits at the Oscars. It was
absolutely.
Oh my God, Ariana's dress. I'm like, I can't, it's the most magical, beautiful, inspirational, fantastic dress I've ever seen in my entire life. Like,
oh my God,
so beautiful. Schiaparelli designed it, and it was just like 10 out of 10. Also designed her red dress that she performed in as well with the ruby slipper in the back. Did you notice that? It was so cool. It was like they literally put a shoe on her back, and it was the ruby slipper, and then she had these red shoes too. Anyways, that's my last little tidbit on the Oscars.
I love it. Can we proclaim it now on episode 1? What is it?
Schiaparelli. I'm not even like
Schiaparelli is going to dress us one day.
Please. Wow. Yes. It's we're manifesting it. All right.
I'm like, how do you say their name? Schiaparelli. Guys, get it.
Know
it. So obviously everyone is obsessed with my favorite show as well. I hope it's one of yours. And that is Love Blind. Love is Blind. Okay.
Love is Blind on Netflix.
We got to do just like a quick recap on this because I have so many thoughts. Overall, this season sucks.
We're talking season 8. Like there has been 8 seasons.
Oh, that's so true.
That's so crazy. And they turn it around like back to back to back. This season they're in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I have never been there.
I feel like I have now because I can hear their accents and I'm like, please keep me away from Minnesota.
I want to, I'd go. I'd still go. So
I would go for sure. Actually, my family used to go to Minneapolis's Mall of America, and that was cute. It was very big.
That's cool.
Minneapolis is in Minnesota. Yeah, it's just not hitting. I mean, it's picking up steam. Let's be real. There are 2 couples that I think are really boring, and I fast forward, and that's Dave and Lauren and Virginia and that other guy.
Devin? Yeah.
They are very sweet though, and I really love Devin's like energy and his love for kids, like in his like youth stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Dave and Lauren, how did they get on TV?
I don't know. I have no idea.
We need to be the casting directors for that show.
We should.
Try to put on your thinking cap of why they were cast. Because you and I know casting, everyone plays like some sort of role, right? You've got the villain, you have the smart girl, you have the 2 that fit perfectly that were like born for each other. Taylor and Daniel were some good piping hot tea with that Instagram follow, which, by the way, do you have that app? Like, I don't even have that app.
I thought
who has that app anymore? I feel like that was such a like 2017 app that you check who unfollows you.
Yeah. And she was like scrolling. She was like, this is humbling.
Also, like, is that the feature? Like, is that how you find
Why
it?
couldn't she just like
scrolling?
search like Daniel and like
Girl,
have it come up?
She could have.
Yeah.
But also, I checked his Insta. Obviously, it's like 2 years later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I did not see that picture. She was
talking. Yeah. I don't know. But I love them. I think they're actually my favorite couple, to be completely honest.
They are. They're the ones that are going to get married for sure.
I'm obsessed. So I feel like Daniel is like my type to a T. Like if you were like, who do you want to date? Like, that is my type. Just nice guy, nice family, hilarious, Does not have to be tall. That is my type. And I will say I dated someone like him recently, but he ghosted me after a couple months, and that was a little hard.
He actually ghosted you?
Yeah. He, like, asked him a question, and then he never responded. And then 3 weeks later, he was like, Merry Christmas. And I was like, no.
He's such a Daniel, only coming around during Christmas time.
That's hilarious. Okay, and also fun fact, that guy that I dated worked on a movie that we've already referenced. So we'll move on from that.
Can I say it?
Sure.
Wait, that's wild. He worked on Wicked. Marina dated Jeff Goldblum. Wait, Marina, usually I'm not that, like, quick-witted. That would take me so long. I need to talk about my favorite little scenario in Love is Blind, and this is why they kept them in the pods for this long, because it is the 4 freaking little Rugrats, and that is Madison, Meg,
Mason,
God,
and
that one guy, Alex.
Yep, thank you.
All right, let me break this down. Madison has that energy that's like, yeah, I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she for sure does ASMR. Maybe some of those, like, what are those cameos? Like, she's gonna blow up on cameo.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
By being like, hey, happy birthday, it's Madison. And then Meg, I thought was so cute. Like, I loved her hair. Gosh. And Mason is the type I would normally fall for. Like, that filmmaker who's like, let's be weird. Like, I'm so artsy. And I was like, Ellen, you know what all these people are? They're poor. Because they're all artists.
Not what I thought you were going to say. You know what all these people are? Poor.
Because they're all artists. Because you and I both know that, listen, even working actors in Hollywood, it's not like they're, I'm sorry, unless you're making Marvel movies.
He's about to get his brand deals on Instagram. It's going to be A-okay.
I know.
You know?
We all needed this. I will say, I think someone said, like, no, he has an actual, like, he actually does do film shoots and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, how many film shoots can you do in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Like, also, what job will let you off for, like, 2 to 3 months?
Right, that's
like an actual job.
Yeah.
So, that sounded so bad.
That's fine.
Also,
clip it.
Okay. Clip it. God.
Yes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Ashley's laugh.
Wait, I have an idea. Every time we say something that we think is hysterical and scene, so you have to do the hand.
Sorry, one more time. And
scene. I would love if Madison just, like, came in and stayed in and just kept stirring up that drama. I do want to know, because they left us hanging on that episode 9 or 10, do you think Sarah and Ben end up together?
No. I think she's going to say no.
Yeah, totally, me too.
That's my guess. Why? I don't know. They don't like. They have too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't have a reason. I just don't think it fits. I think they said she's like a people pleaser and she's just going along with everything. So
I do think that there were like 2 versions of her that were like equally her.
Yeah.
But it depended on how she was going to be supported. Yeah. There's one that's like, hey, so what? This guy is a little more religious than I am.
Right.
He still literally believes in all the same things I do.
Yeah.
So it's okay if he goes to, it's okay if I don't go to church with him. Like sometimes I want to go to church. Ellen doesn't. Like, it doesn't have to be this like perfect black and white couple.
Yes.
But I think the problem is even though he supported the LGBTQ community, he like did all these things, I think her family was like, it's just
not fitting.
Not
the puzzle piece is not.
We don't know why. We don't know if it's for those reasons or if it's like their chemistry or whatever.
Yeah.
But that last episode, if you wanted to be supported the day you're getting married, that is not the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Like any ounce of doubt, and literally all of them just led her down that dark rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Speaking of dark rabbit hole, Love Meghan just premiered on Netflix.
Wow. 10 out of 10 transition. 10 out of 10.
Guys, you see that? Guess who also has some shows on Netflix?
I'm sorry, what is that? What is that? Tell us about it.
It's a water bottle from Netflix from one of my shows. Stay tuned for our next episode and subscribe to hear more.
Wait, I want to know what show. Oh my God, the tea, the drama.
The drama. Look at that water bottle.
I didn't watch it, which I probably will at some point just to see it, but I don't care. I literally do not care.
Which is exactly how you and I now at this point feel about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
Yeah,
it's like, I know too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like Brandon Sklenar, and I'm just like, peace and love, y'all.
Yeah.
Like,
good luck.
Don't put me on the stand.
Yeah.
Okay, love Meghan. Here's the thing. Are you ready for this? Ready for this soundbite? Love Meghan. People are going to annihilate her.
Yeah, I think they already are.
But I, my friends, have another perspective because me and Meghan Markle, aka Meghan the Duchess of Sussex, are best friends.
What? What?
Me, Grande, and Meghan Markle.
Oh my God.
We're like no idea. More on that later. No, but I did chat with her.
Yes.
And I'll release that later. But
yeah.
Because, we got to give people something to chat about. Okay, here's the thing. This is why people are going to annihilate her, and here's why you shouldn't. So here's why they are. People don't really want to see Meghan Markle, like, being cute and in fancy homes
Susie
and, like,
homemaker.
making her preserves that she's been, selling for $250 or tried to. And they just love hating on her. Like, they loved hating on her from the royal family. We don't know what was true and what wasn't true from the documentaries.
Yeah.
Like, truly.
Yeah.
It might be terrible being in the royal family. Harry's wanted to be out of the royal family since he was born.
Totally.
A spare.
Yep.
So we just don't know. So she's easy to hate on. So at first, I skipped ahead to my Mindy Kaling episode because you and I...
Yes, love. But how many episodes are there total? Do you know?
There's like 10.
Okay. And they're how long each?
I don't know, like 30, 40.
Okay.
So I watched the Mindy Kaling episode, and that was the episode she kind of like was a little self-indulgent.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I don't know if this is good look. But it's a juxtaposition to Mindy, who is kind of the opposite. She's very self-deprecating. She is very like, yeah, I like fancy shit. Like, sue me for it.
Yeah.
And like, it was just so nice to see Mindy's energy. But then I was like, let me keep giving this a try. And then the more I watched Meghan Markle making rainbows out of fruit and making honey lavender cake, I was hooked.
Shit. Okay.
I know.
Okay. Did not expect that.
It was the biggest plot twist.
Wow.
And I was trying to analyze myself while I was watching this because I was enthralled.
I mean, I'm curious. I want to watch it. It's called Love Meghan. It's called Love Meghan on Netflix.
Yeah. Okay. And her brand is called Ever After. I want to check it out. This is why I was enthralled. The more I watched it, the more I was like, okay, she might be a little like self-indulgent at times, but let's try to get beyond that. She thrives when she's explaining how to do things.
Okay.
Like she actually is such a good teacher.
Huh.
And it gives her something to focus on, to not focus on herself. Like, I think when she focuses on herself, I genuinely think actors are kind of uncomfortable being themselves in a way.
Yeah.
Because you're not used to being yourself. You're used to playing a character.
Right.
So I think that might play into it. But when she's like, hey, do you want to go make summer tea or sun tea where we like make tea and it gets like cooked in the sun? Like, she knows all these things. And I was watching it really closely because I'm like, is she just like learning this the week before? No, there's things that pop up that are little tricks she like adds. You're like, what? Mind blown. She is literally, I'm calling it right now, she is our Martha Stewart. She is literally
people are coming after us and me. Like I hear them at my door. They are knocking already, yelling and outraged.
Guys, there are so many things I'm going to make from her show. Honey lemon cake, pasta, candles, just adding mint to tea,
but is
homemade
it easy
salts.
Or is it like 500 ingredients that are like $1,200?
No, that's what you would think. And I think everyone is expecting that.
Yeah.
But she's like, hey, just like grab some flowers. We're literally just going to stick these flowers on the cake. Like she dumbs it down. Okay. So here's my prediction. People are going to hate watch the show. Mm-hmm. Because they're like, ugh, F Meghan Markle. Like, who wants to see that?
Right.
And then, here's my other prediction, Marina. Just give it a couple months. People are going to rewatch it. You know why? Because they are going to want to learn. They're going to want to do the recipes she's doing in the way that she's doing it. It is literally so cute. In the era that we have entered, the queen of the trad wives are going to be obsessed with Meghan Markle. I am telling you right now, Meghan girl, hit me up. I will be your next guest. Welcome to the POPTINI podcast. I'm calling it now. I will say, crazy, she changed her name, but it's the same name as her kids.
Okay.
So,
well, I will give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Okay.
Also, I think people just want to hate that she's always trying to reinvent herself, but this time it's not about the royal family. Like her podcast, it was like identities or archetypes. Archetypes.
Yeah.
I actually liked it.
Archie. It was because her baby's name is
Archetypes.
Archie. Yeah.
But also she wanted to like break the stereotypes and she kept talking about the royal family and people were just done with it. Guys, let's give Meghan Markle a chance to reinvent herself.
I'll let you know what I think next time. All right, let's jump into our next little seg.
I love that your response was shit.
Yeah, I was like, what?
And on to our next seg. Quick run of the Rex.
Yeah.
Run of the Rex.
Let's
show Rex.
Show Rex. So we were just talking about Meghan Markle, who used to be on a show called Suits. And they just did a spinoff called Suits LA, which is premiering on Peacock. I did watch the first episode. I was like, okay about it. Okay. Like, I'm going to give it a shot because I did like the OG, but I just feel like you can't touch the OG. So part of me is like Rex Suits LA, and part of me is like watch the other Suits, like the OG Suits, if you haven't watched it.
Such a good show to watch with your partner. Like me and Ellen were obsessed. Like we both had crushes on Harvey.
Can you hear that?
I was about to say Harvey Weinstein. Another show that just came out from our girl Mindy Kaling. So good cross promotion, honestly. Good timing with her and on Love Meghan, and that is Running Point, and that is on Netflix. It's with Kate Hudson, and I'm obsessed already. I watched so many episodes on the plane coming from Hollywood from my Hollywood debut.
Love! Oh my gosh, fun. I love the show. I watched the whole thing. There are 10 episodes. They're 30 minutes each. It's super quick to watch. It's about Jeannie Buss's story. She is the owner of the Lakers. And so it's based on her story. Jeannie Buss actually came to Mindy Kaling to produce this show. And so Jeannie Buss is also an executive producer on it. So fun fact.
Dead.
Yeah.
I had no idea this was based on a true story. Mindy Kaling's just so like funny and so inventive herself that I'm like, wow. I literally was thinking like, how did she come up with this concept?
If you are not watching Traitors, what are you doing with your life? The finale is happening. The reunion is happening, hosted by Andy Cohen. He is literally moderating the freaking reunion. It is going to be incredible. Tom Sandoval is on this season, by the way, people. So you want to watch that. Britney Spears' ex-husband is on it. How random. And then also Zac Efron's little brother, Dylan Efron, is the better brother. And he is on this season. And he is a star. Breakout. Like, I need more of Dylan Efron all day, every day.
Are you kidding me? Does he look like Zac?
He's like cuter. Like, he's just so cute. Well, he's becoming one, I guess. He's done some reality stuff, but he's so adorable. You'll have to like look him up later. And then Gabby is one of my favorites. She is an ex-Bachelorette girly, and she is hilarious. Her commentary is so good. Like,
we should have her on our show. I feel like she would come on, honestly. I honestly feel like she would come on.
Oh my God, yes. She is like incredible, hilarious. Like, love her personality. So
Gabby,
Traitors,
if you hear us, come on our show.
The other second show, if you're not watching this, we have a problem. Paradise on Hulu, also finale episode. There are 10 episodes. The 10 episode that is airing on Thursday. Everybody is talking about it. It is Sterling K. Brown and James Marsden. And it's like this secret service guy who is protecting the president, who is James Marsden. And you can't really give it away because there's so much like intricacies and twists and plot turns and all the stuff. And I'm so like, it gives me anxiety, but I have to watch it because I need to know what's about to happen. So
you have to.
That's the finale.
I'm
that's
obsessed.
Thursday.
Speaking of James Marsden, who's so sexy for anyone who doesn't know who we're talking about, Sonic.
Oh, The Notebook. The Notebook. That's not Ryan Gosling.
That's what I meant to say. I said Sonic.
I was like, Sonic? I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I just went blank. Like, if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, my face was like, that
27
wasn't right.
Dresses, The Notebook. Yeah.
So Jury Duty season 2 just got announced. Jury Duty's so fun. I also know one of the producers on it, so maybe we could get him on. Jury Duty was amazing. I literally did not know that everyone was in on it except for that guy. And while I was watching with Alan, I go, Alan, that guy is so good. Like, he's a star. And he goes, he is a real person. He doesn't know what's happening. I'm like, that guy's going to be like the next Jim from The Office.
That's hilarious.
Coming out. Jury Duty season 1 is already out. It's on Prime. Go ahead and catch up. And season 2 just got announced.
I didn't watch season 1, so I'm excited to catch up on that and then see where they do season 2. Because I don't. Well, I guess are they doing it in jury, like in a jury duty, or are they calling it something else and doing it somewhere else?
No,
I don't
idea.
know. Okay,
it's called
anyways,
jury
we'll find
duty,
out.
But
okay,
that's a good question. Okay,
what
just
else?
A quick run through of our favorite pods besides this one, our teenies. By the way, instead of saying guys, we're gonna start saying, okay, teenies.
Okay, teenies. Okay, what is like the Gossip Girl thing? What does she call them?
Ciders.
Yeah, but she calls them something else, and I forget what it is.
The pods we love besides our own.
Okay, my
Love
favorites are Girls Gotta Eat. You should definitely listen to them. They're these 2 girls who are in their like late 30s, early 40s, talking about like dating, relationships, pop culture, whatnot. They used to live in New York. Now they live in LA, and it's just like really fun to hear. I really love them. Armchair Expert just had Mindy on. We love Mindy, obviously.
Armchair Expert is with Dax Shepard. We all love Dax Shepard.
He's married to Kristen Bell, in case you didn't know, who's the voice of Anna from Frozen, and also in Nobody Wants This.
Reference Kristen Bell as the voice from Anna. You did what I did with Sonic.
Yeah, but Sonic's bad. Everyone loves Frozen. Like, and if there's moms listening, they can relay that to the little kid.
The little kid who's going to listen to our podcast.
And also, I loved Frozen too, so whatever. Anyways,
right?
Scrubbing In with Becca and Tanya. They just talk all things about their lives. Tanya's about to get married, and I've been listening to her forever. She's on Kiss FM with Ryan Seacrest and the morning show, and I'm just really obsessed with her life. So
cute.
So excited to hear about her wedding festivities and whatnot.
And quick restaurant recs, if you're in the Columbus area, shout out OHIO. Butcher and Rose is by far so fabulous. It is more elevated than any LA or New York restaurant I've been to. The food is absolutely outstanding. They bring feminine. If you liked the vibe of It Ends With Us in terms of all the flowers and everything, they bring that to like a steakhouse. And it is, the wall is covered above you in flowers. Like, it is literally the prettiest place. Like, I only want to go there for our fancy dinners.
I'm gonna go when I visit. We're gonna go when I visit.
I already know that's like number one
for sure. And then in LA, I just went to Sushi Fumi. I think some of you guys have probably heard of it. It is truly, like, I've never been, and I think it is the best sushi spot in LA. I had an hour to kill time, and I was like, what am I around? I was going to an Ali Wong secret show at the Hollywood Improv, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go have a solo dinner date. And I went to Sushi Fumi.
Oh, cute.
So good. All their rolls were incredible. I got a hand roll. I got some like sushi, which is just on the rice. And then I got this incredible like fancy special roll with spicy tuna. Oh my gosh.
Wait, where is Sushi Fumi? Is it new?
West Hollywood. It's not new. I feel like it's been around for a couple of years, probably even longer, honestly. But it's across from the Largo, which is another comedy club.
Have you been to Nobu?
Girl, no, I haven't been to Nobu. But like, no, it's like, I think it's really good. For pricing, here's the thing. Okay.
I've never been to Nobu.
I've never been to Nobu.
Reference it.
Every celebrity goes there because the pricing is so stupid expensive, and it's on the water, and it's in Malibu. Also, Nobu's closed right now because of the fires. But I would love to go to Nobu at some point, but it is $1 billion for like barely any food. And so many people joke that they go to McDonald's across the street afterwards. Sushi Fumi is relatable. Sushi Fumi is like budget friendly. It is your typical sushi spot, but the fish is like so fresh. I truly think it's like the best sushi I've ever had. I need to go back.
Oh my gosh. What about that one place that I love?
Sugarfish.
Sugarfish. Is it better than Sugarfish?
Yes. Sugarfish is like a chain. This place is not a chain. I'm telling you, this place is the best place in LA.
Okay, well, when I come to LA in June and we do our live podcast recording,
we'll go to Sushi Fumi.
I love nonverbals.
Yeah.
We're just dancing over here quietly.
Yeah.
All right. We also have a really fun nostalgic kickback. We'll come up with a fun name for it. 10 years ago today, Marina, what happened?
10 years ago today. Well, I guess let's say 10 years ago this week was again, the Oscars, but Ellen DeGeneres hosted and she did that famous selfie. Remember when everybody jumped in that selfie? It was like Bradley Cooper, Angela, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, like so many people. And that selfie went down in history. It was like the best selfie of ever.
Well, teenies, this has been actually the most fun. And if you guys aren't having fun, it's fine because we are.
Yeah, thanks for tuning into our first episode ever. And stay tuned for next week where we have so much more. We're going to recap all the pop culture. We're going to give you guys a little more deep dive on the two of us and what we've worked on and why we are so knowledgeable about the entertainment industry and why you guys should keep listening.
And just some fun stories that people are always like, what?
Yeah, I'm dating in LA. I have 2 dates this week, so I'll give you a little recap.
As we say here on the POPTINI Pod, episode 1,
keep on
sipping on. We'll workshop that, guys. Okay,
bye, guys.